Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Please subscribe if you haven't yet already. There's a red button beneath me somewhere, and if you click on that you'll be subscribed. It's also a white bell, and if you click on that you'll get an alert every time I upload new content. And if you like this video, please click the thumbs up button. Make me very happy. Today's video is an unboxing of a prize win that I got. I never win anything. It's super exciting. This amazing woman named Brinia, and I will link her channel, Brinia Elizabeth, in the description box down below, was a brave soul and went out shopping in the world, not online, on Black Friday, and did an amazing haul, which I will also link in the description box down below. And one of the places that she went to was Elf, and they were doing a giveaway in the store, and she got a thing from them that she gave away to a subscriber, and I'm the winner. So the first thing that I'll do is show you what's in this, and then I'll also film another video that I'll edit together with this one of me using the products. So this is me unboxing my first win. I'm super excited. So here's the box. It's unopened. I'm gonna open it and then I'll come right back. And she also is super sweet for doing this now, because it meant going to the post office in the busiest time of the year, which is just very kind. Everything is wrapped up very safely. Very sweet. This is a giant bag. So it comes with the, all right, so there's a lot in here. So this is the bag that they were giving out, and then this is the bag that has the stuff in it. And she put a little note on it. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you enjoy these little products like I'm enjoying mine. I'm already really excited, and I'm excited to open this, and I'm also excited to film something and to just give you all the love back, Brinia, because I'm very excited. All right, so I'm gonna open up the bag, and the first thing is Velvet Matte Lipstick in Blushing Brown. I'm not gonna open anything now. I'll open it when I actually put it on. So this looks like a nice kind of neutral brown, which makes sense because they were probably giving out the same thing to everybody, so they had to make it universal enough. Oh, nice. The other is a lip liner and blending brush, and this is natural. So this will go well with the lipstick. And interesting, there's a brush on the other side. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's a nice addition. Ooh, I've heard about this. I don't have it, but this is the bronzer palette. Nice. A lot of color variations too. I've heard that you can use this for contouring too. I'll need to open it up and see if it's too red, but I am definitely excited about that. Next is a Shape and Stay Clear wax pencil. This is for brows. So yay, that's good. Wax pencils are always good. I'm so excited. Oh, and she mentioned this. This is an eyeshadow palette. I'm not gonna open it because I will open it when I use it. But what she said, and I think this is probably also gonna be true for me, it's a baked eyeshadow palette and they look really pretty, but the colors aren't listed anywhere. So when I do this, I'll just indicate whichever color it is by pointing to it, but I don't think I'll be able to use names, which is annoying because I know that they sell a lot of individual colors. So if you liked something and you wanted to purchase a full size, I don't know how you'd go about doing that, but I'm excited. Next is, what is this? Oh, brow liner and lock-on liner and brow cream. So this is probably like a brow pomade, medium brown. Nice. I'm very curious to try this. I think it probably is a pomade, but I'm not sure. Excellent. I've been using a pencil for a long time, but I used to use pomades, and I've been thinking more and more about using it because it does sometimes make things look softer, and they often stay on longer too. So I'm curious to give that a go. And then last, ooh, is a face sculpting brush. And this is one of those guys that has a little dip kind of in it. So a good chisel situation. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you, Brinia. I'm a giant dork and I'm really excited. And I will shortly film me putting on the makeup in here, and I'll attach it to this, and I will give everybody who's watching this a link to her channel and to her Black Friday haul that she did. And yes, it's nice to have kind of collaborative love happening in the YouTube world. So thank you all so much for watching. Please head to Brinia's channel, and I'll see you guys again very soon. Right, I have already gone in with my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in Blush, with my Glossier Stretch Concealer in Light, and with my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. And I'm going to do something different than I normally do because I am going to use the lipstick and the lip color that came in this gift bag, I'm gonna start with that because I want to know what the color is going to look like on my lips before I start building up my eyes. So I'll speed you through this. All right, so lips are done. I will zoom you in for my eyes. And actually what I'll start with is a little from the e.l.f. Mad for Matte Summer Breeze palette, just because I want a little bit of matte to kind of shade my eyes with, and I don't have a matte in that palette. So I'm gonna go in with, and annoyingly these are also not named, the fifth from the left, and this is a Makeup Geek blending brush. And then I think I'll go in with a little bit darker and a smaller brush. So I'm gonna go in with this small Real Techniques blending brush, and not the black in this palette, but the one just to the left of that. Just to darken this up a little bit. All right, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to dig into this. I won't be able to use every color in this palette. There are 10 of them, but I'm gonna use as much as I can. So I'm gonna start with a Morphe M124, and I'm gonna go in with this white one on the top left. Not sure if I should use these wet or dry. Ooh, that's pretty. So first I'll go in dry on both eyes, and then I'm gonna use some Fix Plus to see if that makes a difference. So same color. Oh, that makes a big difference. All right. That is really pretty. I will use other colors. I won't just use this one, but whites and silvers, I love, but I will go in with other colors. This is so pretty. All right. Gosh, what do I want to do next? Trying to look at my lips. I can kind of do anything because my lips are so neutral. All right, I'm gonna flip the brush over and I'm gonna go in with the color diagonal from it. And my brush is still a little damp from the Fix Plus. And I'm gonna put this on the, ooh, that's pretty on the outside. So how would I describe this? This is kind of bronzy. It's not a traditional like yellow gold. It's a more warm bronzy kind of color. That's pretty. Okay. Trying to look at all the real estate that I have on my eyes. I think the maximum that I'm going to be able to use is 4 colors, but that's okay. You'll still get the gist. Those are pretty. More Fix Plus, and this is an e.l.f. Small Detailer brush. And I'm going to go in with the gold, the one on the far left beneath the white that I started with. And I'm going to hit that in my inner corner. Wow, these colors are amazing. And they're not getting muddy, although you do tend to get colors that, it depends. I was gonna say that you tend to get colors that get more muddy and kind of run together with mattes, but that can also really happen with shimmers. And these are pretty distinct. I can clearly see that I have this gradient of, it's probably generous to call it a gradient. It's more kind of stripes, yes? But I can see the color distinction between the two, between the three. I'm gonna blend a little bit, these kind of edges, just a little bit. And more Fix Plus, and this is an angled brush. I'm gonna go in with the color on the far end on the right, on the bottom, and I'm gonna actually line my lower. Ooh, that's pretty. That's almost coming out as like a burgundy. It's not the way that it looks at it in the pan. That is pretty. Do the same on the other eye. I was not expecting that. Wow. That is a really pretty color. I'll bring you in a little bit more. Yeah, it's almost like a plum, but it doesn't look that way in the palette. That's really pretty. Okay, gonna go in with a different angled brush and some more Fix Plus. And I'm gonna go in with the shade just next to that. I'm using more colors than I thought that I would, which is nice. And I'm gonna try to line the top of my lid with this color. That's pretty. How would I describe this? Looks similar, kind of plummy, browny. maybe more purple. The one on the bottom is definitely more kind of cranberry. This one maybe is more plum, but it's interesting because it's not what they look like in the palette. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So I'm bringing this kind of all the way to the end, and I have kind of a cat eye, but it's only coming up from the bottom, and I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not going to bring up another one from my top. Am I done? I think I'm done. I'll pull you out. Wow, that is just more than I expected in terms of what I was able to do with the mixing medium to change it. Okay, now I will go in with I'm not sure how this is supposed to work. So I have the brow pomade and I have this brow wax. So I think I'm gonna go in with this first is what I should do, just to kind of give myself a little more volume and more fixed. More of a fix. All right, then I will go in with a different angled brush, different from the one that I used for the ones that I used for the liner. This is a Real Techniques eye definer brush. I found that when I'm using, I haven't used pomade in a long time, and I don't even know that I have a Real Techniques eyebrow brush. They tend to be thicker. I like my eyebrow brushes to be pretty thin because I like to have more control. So I'm going to go in with this color, and this is medium brown. Oh, it does say lock on liner and brow cream, but I'm not going to use it for liner because I like what's happening with this one. And then in my experience, when I've used pomades in the past, is you kind of get it all over the brush. It's kind of all over the brush here. And then, similar to what I do with gel liners, is you then kind of put it in the lid and move it around. Like you want to get the product evenly distributed inside of the brush, but you don't want to have too much product sitting on the end. All right, here we go. It's been a long time since I've used a pomade. Going in with a very light hand, so I can always come back and add more. This is nice. This is smooth and easy. I'm trying to kind of follow my natural hair, the way that my hair grows. Yeah, the way that I put on liner brow product with a brush is different than I do it with. It looks a lot more natural when I'm using a pomade than it does when I'm using a liner. This is pretty. And I think it's the right color. I think it's, sometimes I tend to go darker just because my hair is so dark. But sometimes that's too harsh. That's pretty. Pick up a little more product, and I'm going to pick it up from the lid, not from the jar. Yeah, this is actually making me want to use pomades again. Those are pretty. I will go in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz just with the spoolie, just to kind of brush through that a little bit. And I'm actually going to clean this off because I am picking up a little bit of pomade on the brush, on the spoolie, and I don't want to deposit more of that onto my brows. All right, and lastly is the bronzer palette. And it comes with a contour brush. I'm not going to use that for this because these do seem like warmer colors. I don't want to put them in the contour. I'm going to go in with the one on the top left and just put that kind of on the high points of my cheeks. And I'm using a Real Techniques. It's actually a blush brush, that's what it is. But I like to use this for bronzer. I do not use bronzer often, but when I do, I always feel like I'm the guy from the Dos Equis commercial when I say something like that. I don't use bronzer, but when I do, I usually use this. And then I'm also gonna use, that's nice, I feel like I have a tan, which is very unusual. I'm gonna go in with the one on the top right also, and I'm gonna hit that on the high points of my cheeks. It's a little more shimmery. It's very subtle. I like this. It's not kind of a bam in your face highlighter. I don't even know that it is a highlighter. It's probably just a shimmery bronzer. That is pretty. I'm just gonna put on some L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. I'm not going to curl because I generally don't curl if I'm not using a liquid liner or a gel liner, just because I guess when I'm using a black liner, that there's not enough contrast between, like I need my lashes to be pumped up a little bit more so that they stand out in front of a thick black liner or a thick black gel liner. But if I'm not using that, then I actually generally don't curl my lashes. So yay, this is the finished look. This is such a neat, I really like the eyeshadow palette. And Brinia, you're just the sweetest. I really, really am grateful. And thank you all for watching. There's a lot to do in the world and a lot to do on YouTube. And I really appreciate the time that you took to spend with me today. Take care and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye.